Welcome to 30 Days on Mount Desert Island. Today is December 12th, 2018, and I'm Todd Dunn. As you can see, something happened last night. Got this white powder all over my driveway and on the road. I put the plow on the truck because we were forecast to get up to 4 inches last night, and that would be more than enough to plow. Instead, we got about 1 inch, so it's not too much, but it does have one downside, and that is one, the local authorities are going to salt the roads. So I'm not going anywhere today because of the fact that the roads will be salty, and I have a brand new Dodge Ram 1500 truck that I bought 3 weeks ago Friday, and I really don't want to get salt on it yet. So here's my driveway. I'm gonna start the day today by scraping this inch of snow off my driveway, not because it makes it impossible to drive out. My wife's Subaru can handle it quite well, but simply because if I do scrape it off, even though the sun is low in the sky, it will be enough, even with our 20-degree high today, to melt what's left off, and I'll have a bare and dry driveway tomorrow. So I'm going to clean the truck off, scrape a little snow. Well, I've done a quick scrape on the truck. I had been driving around just before the snow started yesterday, so the hood was warm and the snow melted and turned to ice on it as it came down. I'm just going to quickly scrape my driveway off. Not going fancy here. As I said, all I want to do is get rid of the white color so that the sun can melt what's left. There's only about 1 inch of snow, so it doesn't actually have to be done. I'm also going to go out the road and back one time, just so that we don't end up with compacted snow which turns to ice. I found that the extra 3 or 4 minutes to do the road will make all the difference. I'm not gonna shoot video while I'm plowing from in the truck, simply because I would need 3 hands to do that, maybe even 4. I have to steer, shift gears, and run the snow plow, and I'd also have to run the camera. And I don't have a mount for it in here. So anyway, you're not going to get to see that, but it's just the truck going back and forth and making a lot of noise as the steel plow drags over the driveway and the road. I might shoot it while I'm driving out the road because I'll be running, constantly. The other reason for doing this, in addition to the fact that I want to clear the driveway so it melts out completely, is that, hey, I just got this truck. This is the first chance I've had to use it with the snowplow, which is left over from my old truck, but it's the first time I'll be plowing with this one, so I'm playing. Anyway, time to work. Okay, I'm going to run out the road and back. It's about a 1/4 mile, so I'll take it easy and just drive out the road. I'm pushing the snow from the right side of the road into the center on this first pass, and then on the second pass I'll push it off the road on what is now the left side. 1 pass on the way out, 1 pass on the way in. So this is very, very quick. You can see it's very noisy, and because of the way the hood is on this truck, you can't really see the plow. And all I'm doing is scraping it so that I'm not going to have this compact snow turning into ice as much as it would if I didn't scrape it. I see I'm a little late. Lots of people have been in and out today, but my scrape will get most of this snow off. We have some potholes in our road. This is a private road, and if I don't plow it, it's left to whoever some of the neighbors contract to plow their driveways to clear it. And on a day like this, nobody would clear it. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down because I have to maneuver up here, and that's going to take more hands than I have. Okay, I've turned around and I'm ready to make my run back in. So scraping does bear the gravel a little bit more than just letting it get packed down, so it will be less icy for me doing this than it would be otherwise, because when it's gonna get really cold tonight and any melting will freeze back down and this will be really icy. So my quick scrape here will cut down on how icy it is just a little, hopefully enough. So this is just a very quick out and back. And pushing this much snow does not appear to be straining my 5.7 liter V8 much at all. So we'll go out here and I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to go around the corner because it's not really necessary. For anybody who is interested, since I'm not going anywhere today, basically I guess I should have said, today I'm at home. This is my new toy. It's a 2019 Dodge Ram 1500 Classic Express with the 5.7 liter Hemi V8. It also came set up for trailer towing with the Class 4 hitch. And it is naturally four-wheel drive. This is Maine. I don't even think you can buy a non-four-wheel drive truck here. And we'll just walk up, have a quick look at it. In contrast to my old Chevy, this one has a nice roomy back seat for people that don't have legs anyway. But it's really useful. I've already discovered if you are on a grocery run, you can put stuff back there, and I can also put tools back there. The front is fancy. It's got this carpeting stuff on the floor, which is a bit of a nuisance actually. I've had to vacuum it already, and but it's nice. It's got a lot of gadgets in the electronics suite. One that I like is that if I have my phone on, it'll let me run the phone hands off. So all I have to do if the phone rings is say answer, and it will answer, and then I can talk to you over the truck's sound system. And it actually works pretty well. I tried it out yesterday by calling home. Okay, this is the basic model. It only has 17-inch tires, which is fine. Tires are really expensive, and 17s are a lot cheaper than 18s or even 19s you can get on these trucks. And here's the front. And one thing that has become a bit of an issue is that in contrast to the Chevy, you can see the mounting brackets for the snowplow are quite low on this truck. And in fact, they're so low that I can't use the jack on the snowplow. It's a swing down jack, and it just extends too far down, and I can't get it to engage. So I ended up taking it off. As you can see, it used to be over here, and it's gone. And what I'm doing now is simply putting a block of wood underneath the snowplow frame to hold it up. And that actually works better than the jack, because the jack tended to sort of settle over time, and it could be a real pain to get the plow on if I hadn't used it for a week or two. So let's have a look inside on this side. So that was an issue, but I've been able to solve it. And on this side, get in here to the driver's seat. It's got nice gauges, but this is the gear shift. You have to reach down and turn that knob. Even after 3 weeks, I still find myself reaching for the gear shift handle. And it also has electronic four-wheel drive, which I like because it frees up space on the floor down here. No gear shift there. But, I worry what happens when it breaks, which, being an electronic component, it probably will. So, that is my new toy with the 5.7 liter Hemi V8. I went with the V8 over the V6 I had in my Chevy for two reasons. The Dodge V6 is a lot smaller than the Chevy V6, 9/10 of a liter, so I figured it would be quite a bit less power, and I really didn't want to have to deal with that because sometimes I've had just barely enough power to move snow here. I do not plow commercially, I just do my driveway and our road. But we've had as much as 2 feet of snow overnight, and the Chevy was just barely able to move it. This truck with the Hemi 5.7 liter V8 weighs about 800 pounds more than the Chevy does, and it gets better gas mileage. So I think that when I get into heavy snow, I'll be able to push it better. I won't have as much trouble as I did with the Chevy. It does have the short 6.4 foot bed, which I don't like much because I often carry bigger stuff, but I'm just going to have to get used to that. The dealer I bought this from had about 200 trucks on the lot and exactly one truck with an 8-foot bed, and it was a 1-ton, which was a little bit more heavy duty than I wanted. Anyway, so this is my driveway after plowing. All I did was scrape off the inch of snow and just let some darkness show through, so when the sun gets on this tomorrow morning, even though it'll be cold, it'll melt right out. Just for those who are interested, I'll walk out here quickly and show you the cottage. And so you'll see what we're dealing with. So this is my house. It sits on a 1.5 acre lot, which is small for this area. Most of them are 2, but nice little 3-story house. It's just a house. So that's that, and here we are at the end of today's video. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and please subscribe if you haven't.